Hello everyone, Natarajan here. 8 new trains are getting introduced today, out of which 2 are the new class called Amrit Bharat Express. But this video will be talking about the Vande Bharat, which will be inaugurated between Coimbatore and Bengaluru cantonment. If you look at the map, Coimbatore to Bengaluru can be covered via two routes, two shorter routes. Coimbatore to Salem is a common path via Erode Tirupur. Here is where there are two alternate alignments available to reach Bengaluru. The one is via Jolarpet bypass Bangarpet, Baipanalli, which the Uday Express currently takes, and the new Vande Bharat, which we're talking about in this video, takes the Salem Dharmapuri Osur Baipanalli Bengaluru cantonment route. If you look at distance wise, the route via Osur is shorter, but the problem here is a single line section. Coimbatore to Omulur Junction is double line, Omulur Junction to Ilalige is single line, Ilalige to Carmeldrum is double line, and Carmeldrum to Baipanalli is single. Finally, Baipanalli to Cantonment is a double line. Baipanalli to Osur doubling is progressing at good pace. Hopefully, by the next year end, that is December 2024, the section should be doubled, which will actually allow more trains to operate on that stretch. So let us look at the schedule of the new train. The train has primary maintenance at Coimbatore, and the train is numbered 20642 Coimbatore Bengaluru Cantonment Vande Bharat. The train will depart at 5 a.m. in the morning and reach Bengaluru Cantonment at 11:30 hours. In the return direction, the train is numbered as 20641 and it will depart Bengaluru Cantonment at 13:40 hours and reach Coimbatore at 20:10 hours. So on the Coimbatore to Bengaluru cantonment run, the train is given a schedule of 6 hours 30 minutes with an average speed of 58. And it is the same in the return direction as well. This train will be an 8-car Vande Bharat with one executive chair car and the remaining being normal AC chair car. The train will run on all days except Thursdays. The train is getting inaugurated on 30th December 2023 and the first commercial run will start on 1st January 2024. Now let us look at the fare structure for this train. Fares above grey rectangle indicate the morning Coimbatore Bengaluru cantonment service fares, and the one below the grey rectangle indicate the Bengaluru cantonment Coimbatore Vande Bharat service. So if you're departing from Coimbatore and traveling all the way up to Bengaluru, the charge will be 1025 in normal AC chair car and 1930 in executive chair car. In the return direction, if you are traveling from Bengaluru cantonment to Coimbatore, the fare will be 1400 for normal chair car and 2355 for executive chair car. You can pause the video and observe this chart. You might be wondering why there is a difference in onward and return journey for the same train. Reason being the food. In case if you opt out of the catering, that is the food option, the fare will reduce. Morning you'll be only given breakfast, so the catering charges are less, and in the you'll be given lunch and an evening snack as well, I believe. So the fare is bit high. So while booking, if you opt for no food, the catering charges will be eliminated. With this, we have seen the details on the schedule and the fare. Now I'll tell you about my personal opinion on this train. To be honest, I'm pretty disappointed with the schedule. The average speed of 58 is pretty less considering that it's brand Vande Bharat Express. It has just 8 coaches, which means it can actually clear caution orders and speed restriction pretty quickly compared to longer trains which we have on the section. Just to let you know how bad of a schedule actually this Vande Bharat is, if you go 20 years back in time, the Coimbatore Lokmanya Tilak Express 1014 used to depart Coimbatore at 5:10 hours and used to pass Salem at 7:45 hours, reaching Bengaluru cantonment by 11:55 hours. No, that's a difference of just 15 minutes. Do note that the maximum permissible speed in those days were less compared to what it is today, and the train back then was hauled by a single diesel locomotive, which is not as powerful as the Vande Bharat. Now, if you look at the fastest train running between Bangalore and Coimbatore, SMVT Bengaluru Kochiveli Amsafar tops the list with an average speed of 68. Some may argue saying that it takes a double line section, hence it is able to achieve it. Now let us look at the same on the Osur line. If you come to Osur line, the current topper is 12677 Bengaluru Ernakulam Intercity, which takes 6 hours 40 minutes with an average speed of 56 kilometers. Vande Bharat takes 6 hours 30 minutes with an average speed of 58 kilometers per hour. A difference of just 10 minutes for a normal intercity train which has two more stops compared to the Vande Bharat, Karmeldram and Shankridurg. Now, if you look at the return, that is from Coimbatore to Cantonment, the fastest train happens to be the 22678 Kochiveli Yeshwanthpur AC Express, which averages 69 between Coimbatore and Krishnarajapuram. Of course, the train takes the double line Bangarpet route. So now let us look at the Hosur road. The intercity 12678 Ernakulam KSR Bengaluru 1 actually takes 2 minutes lesser than the Vande Bharat between Coimbatore and Bengaluru Cantonment. Note this point again, the train has two more extra stops. Some might feel it might be early days, so eventually it will be split up like how it happened in case of other trains. But the reason why I'm disappointed a lot is this train is coming from Southern Railways. In fact, if you look at the schedule of the two other Vande Bharat, which was previously inaugurated before this, the Coimbatore Chennai and the Chennai Tirunelveli one, the schedule is pretty aggressive. I was expecting something on the lines with an average speed of at least 65, but I'm not sure what happened. Of course, there are interzonal clashes as well, in the sense, in this case, Southern Railway has to hand over the train to Southwestern Railway. So, Southwestern Railway might not have agreed to few things, or it could be other way around, where the Southern Railway would not have agreed to few things what Southwestern Railways proposed. I hope the differences are put aside and a proper schedule is planned in future so that the train gets enough patronage. Now, here is a surprising thing which I found with the written Vande Bharat Express, the written one which departs from Bengaluru Cantonment. The Bengaluru Vande Bharat one will actually be overtaking the Chennai Vande Bharat one according to the schedule. If you look at the schedule of these two trains, the Bengaluru Vande Bharat arrives Salem at 17:50 hours and departs at 17:53 hours, whereas the Chennai one arrives Salem Junction at 17:48 hours and departs at 17:50 hours. Now, if you look at the destination time for both these trains, the Bengaluru one is arriving at 20 hours, whereas the Chennai one is given an arrival time of 20:15. So, according to the schedule, both these trains will be running back to back between Salem and Tirupur, after which the overtake will happen. I'm not sure if this will be done in the real case scenario, but then if it starts happening, then you'll get to see Vande Bharat overtaking Vande Bharat on a regular basis. Now, let us look at a scenario which I want you all to answer as well. Do comment down below. Now, here is a scenario, and I'll be talking this in point of a common man and not as a rail fan. You're traveling from Coimbatore to Bengaluru, and you can do only day journeys. You're not having any work in Bengaluru, which means you're not forced to travel in a particular time slot. And also, tickets and all the trains are available, and only AC class of travel has to be considered. And I'm putting this in front of you mainly because of this new Vande Bharat schedule. Now, the four trains. The first one is the Vande Bharat Express, which departs at 5 in the morning and reaches Bengaluru Cantonment at 11:30 hours. The second option for you is the Coimbatore Uday, which departs at 5:45 hours and arrives KSR Bengaluru at 12:30 hours. The third option is the Coimbatore Lokmanya Tilak Express, which departs at 8:50 hours and arrives KSR Bengaluru at 15:45 hours. The final option is the Ernakulam Intercity, which departs Coimbatore at 12:50 hours and reaches KSR Bengaluru at 19:50 hours. Now, I want you all to pause the video, comment down below which train you'll be taking among these four in AC class and why. Now it's time for me to answer my personal opinion. As I said, it will be in view of a common man and not a rail fan. I would actually prefer the Coimbatore Lokmanya Tilak Express. Let me say the reasons why. Since I don't have any work in Bengaluru, my preference will be to travel by train comfortably. And with the AC sleeper option available, I will definitely prefer this train. In fact, you can actually finish your breakfast in the morning and board the train and sleep comfortably till you arrive at Bengaluru and then have your lunch. Though the lunch might be on the bit late side, I will prefer this. In fact, I can also purchase a ticket in AC 2 tier compared to Vande Bharat CC, which is costlier than this. The reason why I'm not preferring Uday or the Intercity is it's not comfortable to sit in train for 6 hours plus. And let me tell you, I've taken all these three trains before, and I also traveled by Vande Bharat for a longer duration between Dharwad and Bengaluru. So I know how difficult it is to sit continuously. Do let me know your opinions in the comment section below. I'll see you all soon with another video.